Hello students, I am Dr. Manakshi Maur, Assistant Professor, Zoology, Sri Savliaji Government College, Manfia, Chittorgarh. So today I am going to complete bacterial transduction. In part first of bacterial transduction, I explain what is bacterial transduction and what are the two phases of transduction. Now today I will explain two types of transduction, that is generalized transduction and specialized transduction. So I'm going to revise what is transduction. So it is a genetic recombination in which genetic material is transferred by phage virus between two bacteria. Transduction is of two types: generalized transduction and specialized transduction. In generalized transduction, the phage can carry any part of DNA, and in specialized transduction, the phage carries only the specific part of DNA. So first, generalized transduction. In generalized transduction, all the fragments of donor DNA from any region of chromosomes have a equal chance to enter into transducing bacteriophage. So, in this type of transduction, bacterial phage infects donor cell. So it is bacteriophage and it is donor cell. So this is a phage protein coat and this is a phage DNA. So uh, this phage DNA enters into the bacterial cell and then it hijacks host cell and synthesizes virus components such as genome, enzyme, capsid, head tail fibers. Then viral enzyme hydrolyzes host cell into small fragments or hydrolyzes the bacterial chromosome into small fragments. So here in this diagram you can see a phage infects the donor bacterial cell, and here phage DNA and proteins are made and the bacterial chromosome is broken down. Here you can also see this is a bacteriophage and this is a host bacterial cell or donor cell and this is a bacteria chromosome. So when this bacteriophage enters into the bacterial cell, it hijacks host cell and synthesizes various components like genome, enzyme, capsid, head tail and tail fibers. And this phage enzyme starts degrading host DNA. So here you can see chromosome or DNA is broken down. After that, during assembly of virus components to from progeny virus, any of the fragment of donor DNA get incorporated into the virus capsid. That is bacteriophage head. It is a bacteriophage head. So here you can see this the new phases incorporates phage DNA and mistakenly some host DNA. So this is a phage with donor DNA and it is known as transducing phase. Now, this transducing phase injects donor DNA here. This is a recipient cell. So, in recipient cell, transducing phase, this is phase with donor DNA. So, transducing phase injects donor DNA, and this donor DNA get incorporated into the recipient's chromosome with the help of recombination and form recombinant cell, and this cell is known as now transduced cell. So again I am repeating, this is a bacteriophage. It injects its DNA, that is phage DNA. Phage enzyme degrade host DNA, or chromosome is broken down or DNA is broken down. Then phase with donor DNA, that is a transducing phase, injects donor DNA into the recipient cell. In recipient cell, you can see donor DNA is incorporated into the recipient chromosome by recombination. And now this cell is now known as transduced cell. So, in this transduction, any random part of DNA gets packed in a bacteriophage by mistake along with the viral genome, and it occurs at the lytic stage of the phage cycle. Lytic stage of the phage life cycle. In this diagram, also you can see phase DNA and proteins are being synthesized, and the bacterial chromosomes is broken down. Then this phase DNA, this phase transducing phase, and attack recipient cell and the phage carrying bacterial DNA. Now here recombination occur and produce a recombinant cell or transduced cell with a genotype different from both the donor and the recipient cell. So here recombinant cell with recipient bacterial DNA and donor bacterial DNA. Here you can also see this is the recipient DNA, recipient bacterial DNA, and this one is the donor bacterial DNA. This is generalized transduction. Now, specialized transduction, it can occur only through the lysogenic cycle, that is by temperate phase. Here only a specific part of the bacterial DNA is packed into the virus, while in lytic cycle, any random part of DNA gets packed in a bacteriophage. So now, in this process, in this type of transduction, bacteriophage transfers only a restricted gene, that is a DNA fragment, from donor bacteria to the recipient bacteria, and this is carried out only by temperate bacteriophage, which undergoes lysogenic cycle in donor cell. So initially, temperate bacteriophage enters into the donor bacteria, and then its genome gets integrated with the host cell's DNA at certain location, and it remains dormant, and then it passes from generation to generation into daughter cells during cell division. The bacteriophage which follows lysogenic cycle is known as temperate phase. So here you can see this is a bacteriophage, and this is a lambda phase genome. So I am explaining this specialized transduction in the lambda bacteria phase. So this is lambda bacteria phase, and this is a lambda phase genome, and this is a bacteria E. coli, and this is chromosome of E. coli, where you can see this purple is gal gene, and this is a pink one is a biogene. So here this phase genome. So when bacteriophage infects the donor cell, it injects this lambda phase genome or DNA. So when this lambda phase genome or DNA comes into this bacteria, E. coli bacteria, then there occurs integration of viral DNA in the bacterial chromosome. So now you can see this is a gal gene, this is a biogene, this is a biogene, and this lambda phase genome now become prophase. So now you can see bacterial chromosome. So bacterial chromosome with gal gene, biogene, and this phase genome, lambda phase genome. So now it becomes prophase. So after that you can see there is a improper accession of prophase. So in this transduced bacteria you can see bacterial chromosome with phase DNA, and here you can see there are two phases with lambda phase or prophase and the biogene, and here you can see the phase with bacterial DNA, that is a gal gene, and this red one is the prophase. So this is the transduction involves biogene and this transduction involves gal gene. So when lysis and transduction lysis occurs, then these bacteria, this phase infects another bacteria, that is the recipient bacteria. So here you can see it is a recombinant bacteria with prophase and biogene, and this recombinant bacteria or this is a bacterial chromosome with gal gene and the prophase. So in specialized transduction, on induction from donor DNA, the phase genome carries a part of bacterial DNA with it, and the bacterial DNA lies on sites of integrated phase DNA are only carried during induction. So when such bacteriophage carries a part of donor bacterial DNA, infects a new bacteria, it can transfer that donor DNA fragments into the new recipient cell. So in specialized transduction, only those restricted genes are situated on the side of integrated viral gene have a chance to enter into recipient cell. So this is a specialized transduction. So in a specialized transduction, the phase carries only the specific part of DNA. So I'm again explaining this. In this specialized transduction, the phase genome, this is the phase genome of the lambda phase, bacteriophage. So it injects its genome into the bacteria, that is E. coli bacteria, and E. coli bacteria is with gal gene and the biogene. So this DNA or the viral DNA or lambda phase genome integrated with bacterial chromosome and becomes prophase. In a specialized transduction, the bacteriophage randomly attaches to the bacteria host cell and inject viral DNA inside. The DNA get integrated into the chromosome of the host cell and form a prophase. At some point, induction occurs, where the prophase is excised from the bacterial chromosome. So, and in this type of transduction, the excision is incorrectly performed, and only a portion of bacterial genes immediately adjacent to the viral gene or prophase are excised too. As DNA is used as a template for the synthesis stage, all copies will be hybrid of viral and the bacterial DNA. And it results virions which contain both viral and the bacterial DNA. So here this is a viral DNA, and this is a bacterial DNA. This is the viral DNA and this is the bacterial DNA. So if prophase is formed, so once the cell is lysed, the virions are released to infect other bacterial host cell. Each virus will attach to the host cell and inject in the DNA hybrid. So here you can see it is injecting hybrid, DNA hybrid, which could be incorporated into the host chromosome if a prophase is formed. So at this point, the second bacterial host cell can contain its own DNA from the previous bacterial host cell, and the viral DNA. So this is the bacterial DNA, this is host cell DNA, the purple one, and this red one is the viral DNA. Here you can also see this is the bacterial DNA, new recipient bacterial DNA, and this pink one, that is a biogene, is the host cell DNA, bacterial host cell DNA, and this red one is the viral DNA. So this is a specialized transduction. So a specialized transduction occurs in a lysogenic cycle of phase virus. In this cycle, viral DNA incorporates into the bacterial DNA as prophase and it remains peacefully there, but sometimes it becomes lytic and it comes out of bacterial DNA, and some part of the bacterial DNA remain attached with it. Viral DNA with a piece of bacterial DNA replicates and develops new capsids. When bacteria burst, virus infects other bacteria and transfer genes of donor bacteria to the recipient bacteria. So this is specialized transduction. This is the difference between the generalized and the specialized transduction. Bacterial host cell infected by the phase. Host cell DNA is broken down into smaller pieces. Proteins at phase DNA is synthesized. Bacterial host DNA is packaged in one of the viral capsids that are released to the lysis of the bacterial cell. Then transduced phase or transducing phase with host DNA infect new recipient cell and recombination occurs. Recombinant new cell has a mixture of donor DNA, one and one of its own DNA. Its serotype is different. This is a new recombinant cell. Specialized transduction, prophase DNA integrates into the bacterial DNA. Prophase DNA cuts incorrectly and exchanges DNA to that of bacterial host cell. Phase capsid contains bacterial host DNA which is transferred to a new bacterial recipient cell. Transduced phase is transferred to new cell and recombination occurs. This is the recipient DNA. The recombinant cell DNA is a different genotype which is different from the donor or recipient cell genotype. So here prophase DNA, host DNA, and this is a recipient DNA. So this is a transduction process. What are the application of transduction? It is one of the most important tools of genetic engineering. Transduction is used to insert the genes of choice in animals and plant cells in order to modify the genetic constituents and to get the desired characteristics in plant or animal. It can also be used for gene therapy. It has a huge potential to cure genetic diseases, and it is a very important tool in genetics and molecular biology research. So today I explained what is transduction, two types of transduction, generalized and specialized. This is generalized transduction process. This is a specialized transduction process. And there's a differences between generalized and specialized transduction, application of transduction. Thank you.